Well, hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jamie Andrews and I thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to do a comparison between three Ultra robot vacuums, all three of which I have reviewed on my YouTube channel, and the links for those will be in the description below. Now first up we have the Roborock S7 MaxV Ultra. Second we have the DEEBOT L10s Ultra, which is the newest one to be released. And third we have the Ecovacs X1 OMNI. All three are considered, by me at least, to be ultra robot vacuums, even though the Ecovacs doesn't have it in its name. Now what makes an ultra robot vacuum? The main differences between it and other robot vacuums are the ability for the dock to refill the onboard water tank on the robot and the ability for the dock to wash the mopping pads. That makes it a little bit easier for you. So stay tuned, we're going to do an in-depth comparison of the features, specs, and performance so you can make a decision as to which one's right for you. Okay, so for the comparison, I split this up into 10 different categories where I compared each of the robot vacuums against each other in the 10 categories. I picked a winner for each category, and I'll let you know at the very end kind of what the scoring and the points ended up being. For first place in each category, I gave the robot vacuum 3 points, second place gets 2 points, and third place gets 1 point. So let's start off with hardware features, the very first category. The winner of the first category is the L10s here in the middle, and the reason I gave it the win is because it has the cleaning solution tank, which pre-mixes the cleaning solution in with the water automatically for you. I think it's something that's very important because you don't have to leave it up to the end user to have to worry about how much cleaning solution to mix in. Plus, when you add cleaning solution into the water tanks and the water tanks sit there for a little bit, the cleaning solution forms a film in the water tank, something that I don't care for and something I have seen complained about many times. In second place is the S7 MaxV, and the reason I got it in second place is because out of the box it doesn't come with a hot air drying module. Now I did add one onto this, and Roborock does sell it for an extra expense, and it also doesn't come with cleaning solution in the box, something you have to purchase separately. In third place is the Ecovacs X1 OMNI over here, and the reason this is in third place is simply because it doesn't have any cleaning solution that you can purchase at all, at least here in the US, and it also doesn't have a lifting mopping pad system. That is a big deal, at least for me, which I have hard floors and carpet in my house. The second category is carpet pickup test. I scatter 54 grams of rice on medium pile carpet, and I send the robots out for a single pass. The winner of this is the DreameBOT L10s, which was a channel record and able to pick up 100% of the rice. In second place, we had the Ecovacs X1 OMNI. He was able to pick up 98%. And in third place, we have the Roborock S7 MaxV, which was able to pick up 96% of the rice. The third category is the hard floor pickup test, where I scatter 130 grams of cat litter on my tile floor and send the robot vacuums out for a single pass to clean it up. And the winner of this, once again, is the DreameBOT L10s. With 5,300 pascals of suction power, it has more suction power than the other two robot vacuums, and it shows in the pickup test for vacuums, and no different here on the hard floor pickup test. It was able to pick up 91.5% of the cat litter. In second place, we have the Roborock S7 MaxV. It was able to pick up 90% of the cat litter, and tying the Roborock S7 MaxV for 90% of the cat litter being picked up is the Ecovacs X1 OMNI. Now the reason it got third place and not second place is because I have an issue with the side spinning brushes on the Ecovacs. They simply spin way too fast and scatter litter and debris all around your room. The fourth category is the mopping test, where I put dried baked on hot sauce on my tile floor and send the robots out for 2 passes to mop up the hot sauce. The winner of this, which was a very close, almost a tie, but I gave the winner to the DreameBOT L10s. The second place was the S7 MaxV, and the third place was the Ecovacs OMNI X1. Now the reason the DreameBOT L10s got the win is because it was able to clean up the hot sauce with less passes. I put the S7 MaxV Ultra in deep mopping mode, which basically means it will pass over the hot sauce more times. And because of that, it was able to pick up 100%, but I had to use deep mopping mode for that. The L10s Ultra just used a regular mopping mode, so less water needed, less time over the stains, and it was able to pick up nearly all of the hot sauce. In a very distant third place is the Ecovacs OMNI X1. The Ecovacs OMNI struggled with this test more than any other test. It was only able to mop up about 60% of the hot sauce. I did do an experimental video where I swapped out the mopping pads on the Ecovacs for the mopping pads with the L10s to see if it did better, and I'll let you look at that test in the description down below. I'll leave a link to that video. The fifth category is obstacle avoidance. Each one of these robot vacuums does have an advanced obstacle avoidance system. I gave the winner here to the Ecovacs X1 OMNI, and the reason is quite simple. They've nearly perfected obstacle avoidance. Now, in my initial review video, I gave it a little bit of slack because it didn't avoid my fake animal waste. Well, since then, I have tested all three of these robot vacuums again because there have been software updates, and I'm pleased to say that Ecovacs, now the X1 OMNI, is able to identify and avoid animal waste. It does get a little bit too close to it, but it does avoid it now. The reason it's the winner is because it is the only robot vacuum that I have tested to date that is able to avoid cords in my home. Power cords laying around, charging cables are a very important thing. If the robot vacuum runs over them, it will suck it up. In the case of the L10s, it actually damaged the roller brush when it sucked up a USB cord. So the winner here, X1 OMNI. In second place, I'm going to give that to the S7 MaxV. While it doesn't do a very good job of avoiding cords, it does some of the time, and it stays really well clear of animal waste. It does an average job. In third place is the L10s, and the reason it is sitting in third place, for some reason it totally ignores cords completely. It also got a little bit too close to the animal waste and some other items in my test. Okay, the sixth category is dock performance, and this was a tough one to judge, but I'm giving the winner to the S7 MaxV. Out of the box, it is able to empty the internal dustbin and clean the internal air filter in the robot completely. It also does a very good job of washing the mopping pad. It's not too loud. Overall, the water efficiency is very good, so the winner goes to the S7 MaxV. The second place goes to the Ecovacs X1 OMNI. Now, with the Ecovacs X1 OMNI, really the only problem with it is it does not empty the internal dustbin completely. Now, this is something that really just bothers me. However, it's not really that big of a deal. What you'll be left with is just a little bit of dirt and debris left in the dustbin after each time. It just bothers me a bit. These other two right here, they empty the dustbin completely. And in third place is the L10s, and the reason it isn't sitting in third place is because it doesn't completely clean the mopping pads. The very center of the mopping pads, after a few times mopping, will come out dirty. And I showed that and highlighted that in my review video. Because of that, it sits in third place. It does everything else really well. It is the best for drying the mopping pads the fastest. The Ecovacs also has an internal drying mechanism. The S7 MaxV, you could add one onto it here. It doesn't come with one out of the box, but for a little bit of money, you can add a drying mechanism on if you want that. It's a little bit of extra money. If you don't want it, well, you don't have to buy it. The seventh category is app features and ease of use for the app. Now, I have done a overall review video for the app of the S7 MaxV, which is the winner of this category. Of all the robot vacuums I have tested to date, Roborock, they have the best app. It's very easy to use, very intuitive, and has frequent updates. In second place is the L10s. You can either use the Mi Home app or their new Dreame Home app for the L10s. And there's really nothing particularly wrong with it. It's not as feature rich as the S7 MaxV, so for that I give it second place. And in third place is the Ecovacs X1. I don't really like the layout of the app, and it's sort of buggy. From time to time I have to exit out of the app and go back in because I have refresh problems in the app, and I have had that happen on multiple phones. So for that, the Ecovacs goes in third place. The 8th category is navigation, and the winner for this category by a long shot is the S7 MaxV. Roborock has dang near perfected the art of navigation with LiDAR in the home, and really nothing comes close to it. It's dang near flawless almost all the time. In second place, I'm going to give that to the L10s. Yeah, there has been a few quirks, but at the end of the day, it'll get the job done and get back to the dock. And in third place is the Ecovacs X1, where when it navigates the house, it does some random patterns that just kind of bother me. It still does a good job, but the randomness of the navigation is a bit questionable. There could be some updates in the future to fix this problem. The 9th category is design and overall appearance, and the winner for this is of course this is subjective, but it's the DreameBOT L10s Ultra for me. While maybe a little bit plain looking, it isn't a very attractive package. The robot, as you see here, is not as big as the other two robot vacuums. There's no controversial design like you have on the S7 MaxV, and some people have referred to the Ecovacs as looking like a trash can in their house. The DreameBOT L10s Ultra is slender and very attractive for an ultra robot vacuum. Now the one drawback here is the water tanks inside are a bit smaller than the other ones, but for me that's okay because after every mopping I go ahead and dump that dirty water tank or else it'll smell really bad in a few days. And I also like putting warm water in my clean water tank, so I fill it up at the very beginning of each mopping. So for me, that isn't that big of a deal. The last and 10th category is value. Now this is based on retail price, and I'm going to give the winner here to the L10s Ultra. Now technically, the retail price of the L10s Ultra and the Roborock S7 MaxV Ultra are identical at $1,399. The reason the L10s wins this category is because it comes with a hot air drying mechanism built in, something the S7 MaxV doesn't. You have to buy it separately, and it also comes with cleaning solution in the box. So for that, the value winner is the L10s Ultra. However, in second place we have the S7 MaxV, and in third place at $1,552 for retail price is the Ecovacs X1 OMNI. Now I have seen the Ecovacs come down to nearly $1,000 on sale, but again here we're talking about retail price only. Alright, so at the very end, when I tally up all the scores, the overall winner is the DreameBOT L10s Ultra at 24 points. The second place, and a very close second place, is the Roborock S7 MaxV at 21 points. And in a distant third is the Ecovacs, right here, the X1 OMNI. It was able to score 15 points. Now, which one of these robot vacuums is right for you? Well, that might be a bit subjective. You see, if obstacle avoidance is very important, then the Ecovacs X1 OMNI does the very best job. So if you have a lot of clutter or a bunch of pets in your house, Ecovacs is going to do the best, at least at the time of filming. If you want overall the best feature-packed and a great cleaning robot vacuum, the L10s is exactly that. If you want one that is going to be trouble-free and just work and do the job every day in your house without worry and concern, is easy to use and gets frequent updates, then the Roborock S7 MaxV is worth a look. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, if I got this wrong, let me know down in the comment section down below. Again, this is kind of subjective, but I wanted to share my experience, and I've worked with each one of these robot vacuums in my home for several months now. And so drop a comment down below, let me know what you think, and if you have any experience with them, let me know if your experience has been a little bit different. Alright everyone, I appreciate you watching this video. Hey, if you would, please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel. It really helps support the efforts that I do here. Make sure you like, share, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Take it easy everyone. Bye-bye.